Hello there and welcome back to Tropico. We're currently exporting oil off the well. The KGB decided to step in and screw me over. So apparently now we're exporting oil to Switzerland.
We have a crisis and we have to act fast.
So I need to get rid of the rebel threat. I have no idea how to actually deal with the rebel threat, except banishing people, but I don't think that is a very good idea. So I guess what I actually do here is upgrade my military a little bit, rather than build more of the, well, things that might actually be useful. We are going to build a... No, I think we can actually handle whatever rebels pop up with what we have. I would presume that at least. Rebel threat level too high. I definitely need to get oil export to go up quite a bit, apparently. We do have 750 there, 500 there. So we have, well, a little bit of what is required. About a...
Sir, a flood of immigrants from the Arab Peninsula is about to hit our shores. It would appear that most of them paddled or even swam here. Astonishing, really.
Rumor has it always so cheap it basically spurs from the ground. Now, most decent folks do not believe such stupidity, but I guess it all makes sense to a lot of the Arab people. Probably because, as I have heard from reliable sources, all there is so cheap it basically spurs from the ground. 103 immigrants. Now, this is going to screw me up pretty damn bad.
Whoa, it's getting a bit crowded around here.
Yeah.
Lots of new faces on the island. As I speak, I have some strange guy sitting right next to me. I don't know where he came from and what he is doing here, but he is looking at me right now. Hey, creepy dude, I'm talking to you!
I guess the only way to actually solve this in terms of work and food is to actually build a couple of plantations and hopefully inadvertently solve the problem that way. I don't really see a better way of, well, fixing this issue, depending on how you want to look at it. Bananas. Yeah, we're going bananas. There we go. And we'll also build some factory farms. No, do I need illiterate people for that? Yeah, that looks fine. Build a couple of these because we do need, as you might know, food. I didn't want a ranch, I wanted a factory farm for cattle, meat and milk. And again, hopefully this will do fix the food issue and potentially also allow us to, well, export some more stuff. So, I can now build a supermarket. Good. But all in all here, the problem seems to be that it will be hard to simply survive long enough to actually pull the mission off. But we can always do our best to see what happens. I should probably also go ahead and make coal diesel from well, coal, but I don't think I need coal for anything, so that would actually be quite a good idea. And as you can see, one of these actually just goes to one deposit, so building a couple more of those would definitely help with oil export, I would presume.
I am so furious.
So where are the rebel scum? They're here. They're actually going after one of my farms, but there's just 2 units of them, so that should be fine. Might have to build a couple of barracks up here too now to just make sure that we actually have enough people. And as you can see, we're actually running quite a deficit. Reason being that, first and foremost, we are missing jobs, and with the edicts that I have pulled out, that means that a lot of people are running on social security and things like that, which of course is not good.
Hospital means, ladies? Cute doctors. I think I may just get sick and catch me a good doctor real soon. When hunting doctors, you have to remember one thing. They scare easily. So you always have to wear excellent makeup as camouflage.
Well, I guess that makes sense in a weird manner.
As my father used to say...
Sure, we'll send another Dynasty member on vacation, the manager. Oil 500, natural gas. We can at least get in there with oil, so it's just basically surviving a little while longer, which I should be able to do. But I definitely do need some more housing, I would presume. Let's see here. Yeah, basically everything here is almost full of people, so yeah, building a couple more houses is probably the best idea I've had so far. There we go, we'll build as many as we can afford. Now with this waste treatment plant, it should also help a little bit on people. Yeah, I know the KGB has made the rebel threat level high. It's not just passed me by, fortunately. 500 oil, 800 oil. We're almost there now. Next delivery should bring it up to what's required. I think, at least.
Now that there is dissent in the USSR and the old guard can leave the scene peacefully, we need to end the delusional utopia called communism.
Soviets believe that communism is not only better than capitalism, but also more efficient. We can prove them wrong through a generous gift of oil from Tropican people to Soviet people. Cheap capitalist Tropican oil will kill expensive communist Soviet oil. Position will erupt like wildfire, and Gorbachev will come to power as a party reformer. The rest, as I say, is, or will be, history. So, 10,000 oil barrels. 10,000. I guess this puts me in a position where I might actually want to build some more, oil refineries. Definitely. So, we're going to build a couple more of these things just to well, increase the amount of oil that we're actually producing. Probably be for the best. I should probably also build another dock here in the area, since it would most likely make it easier for transport purposes of the oil. At least that's what I would think. But who knows? Let's see here. I want to connect these two roads. That's not what I wanted to do, but anyways. That's not what I wanted to do either. So let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Make that a little bit longer. Let's join them up. And boom, we have a better road network. I also need to build a electric substation. Because we need to, well, we'll probably build another one here and a dock, and that should basically bring it in. The only issue, of course, is that my income is going down thanks to, well, oil price being at an all-time low. I can actually import cars. I don't know why I would like to. It's actually quite tempting to import coal and make oil out of it. That could actually work.
Howdy, Presidente. Not only is your oil industry lowering every energy resource price in the world, it is also fueling unforeseen world economic growth. And that means one thing: global inflation.
I'm happy with the fact of calling the USSR, and global inflation is always good for the US, but I suspect it may hit your island hard, so I had a little chat with our big oil companies, and they'd agreed to invest in your economy. Global inflation increases building prices by 15%, and I get free oil buildings. All in all, that doesn't really matter, because I've basically built every single oil building that I need to build. Which is hilarious, no matter how you look at it, but that's fine. Now, if I get free oil buildings, that will... Oh, I didn't get a free oil refinery. What the hell? That's just traitors. Anyways, not much I can do about that at the moment. Might have gone into an economic bad spot right now. We'll see.
We conducted thorough testing.
Naive foreigners. Well, I guess that is a fact. Where protests. Well, I'm not surprised you are a...
I have always tried to set a good example of loyalty.
Get rid of a rebel leader. Wait a minute, this thing isn't connected by road?
All those poor helpless animals cramped
But it
away
is.
in the new factory farm. This is an atrocity. Hey, El Presidente, animals are people too. You should release them into the wild. Yes, I know they're tasty, but if you fancy a steak, you should hunt it down like nature intended.
Really? Really? Anyways, what I think we might actually do here is fix another road.
Isn't it wonderful that the two political blocs are trying to nuke each other out of existence? We can make a good profit on that.
I can accept the task, it does mean I will complete it. I get a free tech. But I don't really think that doing anything that last time sent me into potential end of the world is a very good idea. Is that a rebel or a crime lord? Rebel leader.
Presidente, I have always...
So,
At your
that's
service.
just a regular rebel. How the hell do I find a rebel leader? And this thing is connected to the road. I don't get why it's saying that it isn't. It should be at least, so... Yeah, it should be. Probably just a weird bug, but it's apparently working, so it doesn't really matter. And with some more housing, people should be, well, a little bit happier. Not much, admittedly, but a little bit. Side of electrical grids. Might have to build another construction office over here just to speed things up. I believe the plan was to build a dock. The reason for that is very simple. This will allow oil from these three here to be exported a lot easier and most likely a lot quicker. I would presume, at least. Since everything is taking forever here, I'm just going to quick build these things once I actually have the opportunity to do so.
I am so furious.
Rebels are back. And are ready to be whacked. They're actually attacking a military base, and that is the stupidest thing ever.
Your right to rule has expired.
No. You have my permission to die. I think that's a rebel leader, but they vanished.
Ay, ay, ay.
I guess they died. All of them. Which is good, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, the rebels are dead. Long live Tropico. More or less. I think we also need to connect this road right here. Rebel threat level to very high. Well, that's fine. There we go. Rebel leader. You are hereby banished from Tropico.
Hola.
I don't have the money to banish. Well, that is good to know. I just need to keep an eye on Lupe Torres until we can actually get rid of her. There we go.
At your service.
Presidente.
I have an airport, but I don't need one, so it doesn't matter. Get the hell off my island. More or less. And that completed my mission, which means that the militarists do like me a little bit better. Military loyalty. I need that up very high. We have 7 known rebels, that's not much at all. But I definitely need to sort some of the issues out here. We don't have power, so that thing doesn't actually boost it too much, really, now that I'll actually get a quick look at things. This should help, however. Now you have power.
Presidente.
And we get an earthquake, because why not? I'm shaking, everything is shaking, and
Sir, I bring great news.
I guess because I built it, get to free.
The earthquake is over. We made it. I am now going to rethink my life and the choices I have made.
6 damaged buildings. Well, I guess we'll just repair them and rebuild what we can. That was 4. 5. Where's that last one? There it is. And that should help out a little bit here. Luckily enough, there wasn't actually any expensive buildings that took a huge amount of damage from that. I have to say that I'm pretty damn happy about that. See here. You know what, we're actually just going to connect. We're going to build another apartment setup here, right next to it. And I'm also going to upgrade the hospital here to get, well, some more people to the hospital. Which should actually be quite helpful. Probably do the same thing with the church here. And anything else I should upgrade? Not that I can see, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of rebels in the city. There's also a crime lord and some other annoying people, so I definitely need to deal with these guys soon. There's a rebel leader here. Can I kill citizens? No, that's the one that was banished. Just good. Oil here, how are we doing? Oh, everything else is getting sent here. That's a surprise. No, really, it is. Now, I'm a little bit surprised in why are both of them working on the same thing. Huh. Well, we'll add coal diesel here as a additional cycle, and we'll up the money paid for this oil refinery. We're at, well, we're almost done, so it doesn't really matter. We have the almost the remains of oil here. What do we have? 375, and then we have, well, 3,500 here, so we definitely have enough. And with that ship, the mission is going to be completed, I would presume, unless we have to export even more, which would be infuriatingly annoying. We'll see.
Ironic, Presidente, isn't it? You thwart my plans for nuclear war by bringing down the USSR, And yet, the fall of the Soviet Empire allowed me to buy an ICBM at a ridiculously low price.
I have never dreamed to be in control of a nuclear ICBM, and yet here it is. Direct result of your actions. Actions always have consequences. You may believe you can't control the outcome, yet the result of one's actions are always beyond anyone's plans and control. That is why I fired the ICBM on your potato little Tropico. Actually, to make a point, I believe I have a strong impression on you. So, there's a nuke headed for me. Invasion after invasion. Well, I guess my other island blows up or something like that. Which would be annoying.
As I watched the mushroom cloud consume my other island, I finally understood. In a way, Leon was right. You can't change the world with wars and missiles. You can't change the world with intrigue and money. To change the world, you need something else. Leon Kane was convinced that you need to destroy everything in order to fix it. A mad notion, yet he lives even after his death. But there is a stronger force. One that can unite the world in peace. Hope. I will give the world hope again and stop the apocalypse.
Hope. Well, this will get interesting.
You managed to express the Tropican dream with a single word, Presidente. Hope. Hope that our little country will unite the world and change the course of history.
We have to impress each of the 5 superpowers you say: Russia, Europe, China, and Middle East. This may just change the course of history and prevent the nuclear World War III. But whether that crazy Sheila Amadeus would not stand idly by and will probably attack us directly with all she can throw at us. Impress the superpowers, win the game. I have no idea how you actually impress the superpowers, but we'll see.
During my diplomatic visit to the Middle East,
Have 50 military personnel, fair enough.
Comrades in China will
Reach 900 people, fair enough. These are actually fairly easily done, to be perfectly honest, and the fact that the crazy lady will probably attack us means that building, well, barracks, army bases, and all that is probably just good business. To be perfectly frank, it's all just good business. At this stage anyways. So, we're going to do just that. We're going to do some good business. Why can't I connect here? Road turns too sharply. Well, if that's a sharp turn, then I'm Dalai Lama. Build another set of barracks here. And that should help out quite a bit. It will also, of course, give me some population, military personnel, all that. And, of course, also help me protect against potential attacks. I just realized that I've built a ton of barracks, though, so...
I am putting myself firmly in the second camp. I welcome everyone to the beach and Jolly Roger, regardless of age, sex, ethnicity, religion, or even surfing skills. The only requirement is that you are cool or good looking, or both.
Good to know. Anyways, we'll be building these military buildings. It's probably a little bit too many, but it's fine. And again, it should keep me safe if I'm invaded by that crazy lady. And we definitely need apparently more food, so we should probably use this area as a farming setup. We're also going for some factory farms because, well, they do bring in quite a lot of food, more or less. Which is kind of the plan here. Plantation for corn. Guess I'll plant some corn plantations down here. Not really any better bananas. I hate the fact that, again, it actually tells you you should build a corn plantation, and yet when I actually press the button that says corn plantation, it builds something, or it actually points onto something completely different. It's so infuriatingly annoying. You wouldn't even know. Don't do... No, I don't think I can. Might try to connect those 2 roads, but I don't think I will do it right now. Anyways, we're going to do this. We're going to... I was hoping for a straight road, but of course that's not even a slight possibility at this stage. So we're going to do this, then we're going to join up there, then we get a slightly straight road, and that's it, I guess. No, I want to join up here, so we actually have some connecting roads. Polish this piece, please, and this piece. There we go. Let us send this thing down there. The funny thing here is, if you actually want a square or a properly roadworker, you kind of have to make and break, which is annoyingly infuriating.
Presidente, the nationalists have too much free time and are just wandering around committing random
I don't need this stadium, sorry. Oh the building companies would just get everything built here. That's actually my main concern right now, that they're not building fast enough. Which reminds me, I should probably build another one of those building firms anyways. Let's just get right to it. Construction office. Over here. Quick build it. Let's get everything up and running. So I do have a little bit of money in this one apparently, which is good. Should probably also set up trade deals for steel. It usually fetches a very good price. Unfortunately, this time it does not, so that is unfortunate. Anyways, we're going to have to continue next time. We'll probably try and impress our superpowers then, but for now we'll just, well, wait more or less. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. I would presume that we might actually finish the campaign. I can hope. So we'll see how it goes. Bye.